Okay, so this is the Victus 16 gaming laptop, and I've partnered with NVIDIA and HP for this video for me to give you my firsthand experience with it. And before we get into the internals and gaming performance and all of that good stuff, let's just focus on the design real quick, because I like how this gaming laptop doesn't have like a lot of RGB lighting that you find on a lot of other gaming laptops. And look, there's nothing wrong with RGB lights. I like them here and there, but it's good to have a laptop that can kind of blend in as a normal laptop, but still has a nice design to it. And you can get it in the silver color like I have here, but also it comes in this nice looking blue too that you can choose as well. And oh, what about the price? So this gaming laptop starts for around $1,000. So that depends on your configuration and stuff. But for that price point, that's really good for a gaming laptop, but you're still getting some solid specs. And the number one spec that people want to know about when it comes to a gaming device, of course, is going to be the GPU. And inside of this laptop that I've been testing, this does have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 inside of it, but you can configure this to have the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 inside of it. So I'm a little bit jealous that you can get a more powerful GPU than what I have right now. I'm mad at you. No, I'm not. I can't be mad at you. But yeah, it's good that you have that option to be able to get faster graphics for more money, of course, if you want. And just dealing with all the configuration, of course, you can upgrade the processor. So this does have an option for Intel Core i5 or i7 processors. Of course, you can upgrade your RAM and your storage and a few other things depending on how much money you want to spend and how much power you want. But still, if you go with the base model, you're still getting a really good performing laptop for that price point. But no matter which one of the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 30 series GPUs that you have inside of this laptop, you're going to be getting the capabilities of the Ampere architecture that the 30 series is based off of, that allows cool things like ray tracing that you might have heard of, which in games like Battlefield and other games that take advantage of it, you can get some really good realistic lighting and water effects, and just really makes the game feel more realistic. And then the GPU inside of this laptop is a part of NVIDIA's MaxQ lineup. And real quick, what MaxQ is basically the laptop version of this GPU that you can also get for your desktop. But of course, that's going to be bigger because it has more space to deal with in your desktop. But when a laptop, you're dealing with something that it has, limited space. And so the MaxQ version of this 3050 or 3060 GPU is going to be able to keep the thermals down and making sure the heat is in check, because if you can keep that GPU and the internal components as cool as possible, you're going to be able to get better performance for longer. So MaxQ definitely takes advantage of that, but still giving you great performance, but great thermals and great battery life too. Okay, so look, when it comes to like performance, right? So I'm not a heavy benchmarker, so I don't have like a bunch of gaming laptops. This is actually the only one that I have right now. So I don't have like a bunch of gaming laptops to compare this to, nor do I like running a lot of those benchmarking applications personally, because I'm a gamer, but I'm not like worried about every single frames per second as some people are. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just want that experience to be smooth. Now, this laptop does have a 1080p display, so 1080p is not going to be as taxing on the GPU as if you're trying to run at 1440p or 4K. So you can actually bump up the graphics in some of your games a little bit more because you are running at that resolution. But 1080p definitely is not a bad resolution. It's great for this 16.1 inch display that you do have. And so, for example, when I was playing Halo Infinite, you can take a look at some of my graphics settings right here. And so I had a decent amount of stuff on high. I had some on medium and also a couple on low or either off. And I was still able to get around 50 to 55 frames per second at times with that, which is definitely doable. And the biggest thing is that I just didn't experience stuttering, which is my biggest gripe. So I didn't get any of that. But then when I was playing something like Apex Legends, which is really, really good at being optimized, I was able to have practically everything on high, or at least the highest settings that comes in the game. And I was still able to get 60 frames per second with that. For 1080p gaming, this thing does perform really well. And another thing I really like is that this 16.1 inch display is anti-glare. So if you have a lot of lights around, especially in that hospital room, or even when I take this to the coffee shop or something, you're not going to have a lot of reflections distracting you from your game. And when you are buying this laptop, you can configure the display to run up to 165 hertz as far as the refresh rate. So you can get some really good smooth gaming with that. But also you can go up to quad HD for the resolution. So you can bump that up if you want to. So of course that's going to add more money to it. But if you want that kind of extra display kind of options there, you have that. But for me, 1080p on this thing has been really good. And if you are a mouse and keyboard gamer, or you just like typing in general, I think you'll really like the keyboard on this. So it's a full keyboard keyboard, you have a number pad, and it is backlit too, so you can see it in dark conditions. And then you have a really big size trackpad right here for a lot of space for multi-gestures, especially with Windows 11 that you can run on this laptop, or just having a lot of space there to move your fingers around when you are gaming or just doing whatever else you want to do on this laptop. Oh, and for the battery, it is rated to get up to 8 hours of battery life, but that does depend on what you're doing. If you're just doing straight up gaming, you might not reach that, but that's how it is with every laptop. But what I do like is that this does support very fast charging. So when you do plug this in, oh, I got that in one shot. Normally I missed the port there. But when you do plug it in, you can get up to 50% of charge back inside of this laptop in just 30 minutes. So that's pretty nice to have. Now, something that comes pre-installed on every single one of these laptops is called the Omen Gaming Hub. So this software is kind of cool because you can see all of your games that you have installed in one single place, and also you can get rewards for playing games and stuff. But the number one reason why I like this app is because you can take a look at information about the system, right? So I can look at my system vitals as far as how my RAM and my CPU and GPUs are performing, and I can even go in here and just have some really quick performance control, right? So if I'm trying to keep this laptop as quiet as possible, I don't want the fans to be kind of running very loud, I can go into quiet mode. I can do performance mode when I'm just, look, I don't care how this thing sounds. I'm just trying to get the best gaming performance. I can quickly get in here and do this. And then also you can adjust the fan speed down here as well. You can take a look at your temperatures. One thing you will also know is that I just put it on max, and this is how the max fans sound. There you go. But for this entire video, I've been having it on auto mode, and I'm pretty sure you haven't been able to hear the fans. Oh, and I'm really liking the port selection on this laptop. They gave me practically everything that I want. So you have Ethernet, you have a full-size HDMI port right here, so that makes it very easy to plug this up to a monitor. And then you have a USB Type A port, USB Type C port, a combo microphone headphone port, and a SD card slot. And then on the right-hand side, you will find 2 more USB Type A ports. And so just wrapping up here, look, I think this laptop is something that's going to be very attractive for a lot of people who don't want to have to spend $2,000-$3,000 on a gaming laptop. And look, this isn't going to be the thinnest laptop out on the market, right? You can't really expect that for this price point and stuff. But I will say this laptop does pack enough performance for someone like me who does some casual gaming on a gaming laptop. I don't use it every single day, but I do want something that I can take with me on the go that's going to have a sole purpose of fulfilling my gaming needs, right? And so look, whenever I'm recommending a product or just buying something for myself, I always look at that price to performance ratio. What are you getting for what you're paying for? And I think this product definitely nails a really good solid price to performance ratio that will make a lot of consumers happy who are looking to buy a gaming laptop around this price point. But yeah, these are my thoughts about the Victus 16 gaming laptop. What do you think about it? So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this laptop. I'll also be dropping some product links in the description of this video so you can go check out more information or pick up one of these if you want. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video. It's time for me to go game. I'll catch you later. Peace.